partner Live Media, prize partner shoppingmantra.com, magazine partner Prevention, outdoor partner Zenith Outdoor.
फिरदौस बरूए ज़मीयस हमीयस तो हमीयस तो हमीयस If there is paradise on earth, it is this, it is this, it is this. Jammu and Kashmir, incredible India.
This is TV18. And you're watching CNBC TV18.
Presented by HSBC Commercial Banking.
Success, they say, has many fathers, but add to that and say many blind followers. A few may succeed because they are good followers, but many fail because it's greed and not conviction that forces them to follow. That's herd mentality for you. Take the story of legendary investor Warren Buffett. During the dot-com boom, he stayed away from investing in any such company when the whole world was going gaga over it. And everybody, venture capitalists, angel investors, PE players, were pouring money into the sector as if there was no tomorrow. It was almost frenzy. It was herd mentality at its worst. Many felt that Warren Buffett had missed the bus when Nasdaq crossed the 5,000 points mark, but he remained unfazed. As a matter of principle, Buffett has never invested in a business that he did not understand, and he had the courage to hold on to his conviction, and the rest is history. The story of this week's episode is a little similar. It is the story of R. Chellappan, the man who founded NUMERIC Power Systems. This electrical and electronics engineer by profession decided to lead instead of being led. So when everybody was jumping onto the IT bandwagon, Chellappan decided to take a different path. Take a look at NUMERIC Power Systems story and you will know how to reap rich dividends by not being part of the herd mentality.
Without it, a patient's life is at stake in the operation theatre. Without it, you could be in a tight corner if you are not able to withdraw that urgent cash from the ATM machine. Without it, India's booming IT industry could lose its cutting edge. Thankfully, help is there in the form of R. Chellappan, the man who founded NUMERIC Power Systems, India's #1 manufacturer of UPS or uninterrupted power supply machines that ensures that power never trips in any emergency or essential services that touch our lives. They say man is known by the company he keeps. If you look at Chellappan's clientele, it is indeed very impressive. From Infosys, Cisco, Microsofts of the world, to the Reserve Bank of India and ICICI, to Bajaj Auto and Ashok Leyland, and even government institutions like the PMO office to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Today, NUMERIC Power Systems is spread in every business vertical, with 30% of its revenues coming from the banking and financial services segment, 20% from corporate and government projects, 20% from electrical infrastructure, which includes the IT sector and hospital segments, and 15% revenues coming from the SOHO segment. So how did Chellappan foray into this business? The old axiom, nothing is as strong as an idea whose time has come, seems to have worked to the T for Chellappan. In 1984, when the government, headed by Rajiv Gandhi, ushered in an IT revolution, many companies jumped onto the bandwagon. But Chellappan, an electrical and electronics engineer by profession, saw opportunity in a different sense. Working at the truck major Ashok Leyland at that time, the question Chellappan kept asking himself was, what would computerization need 24/7? And it did not take him long to find the answer. It was UPS, or uninterrupted power supply systems. Wasting no time, Chellappan chucked his job at Ashok Leyland and thus was born NUMERIC Engineers in 1985. His pioneering efforts seem to have paid off. For the last 18 consecutive years, Numeric Power Systems has been awarded the #1 online UPS manufacturer in the country by Computer Magazine's Softdisk India. This after an extensive industry survey of the strength of the company in terms of its product and service. Recently, Numeric entered the offline interactive UPS market, where too it has become #1. It is no surprise then that Numeric Power Systems, formed in 1994 after an amalgamation of a few smaller companies, has grown from a 19 crore rupee company to a 510 crore rupee company in 2011, with the turnover doubling over the last 6 years. Net profit rose from 2 crore rupees in 1994 to 40 crore rupees in 2010-2011. From 25,000 UPS installations in 1992, it has today 4 lakh UPS installations across the country. It has captured a 16% market share in an industry size of 3,600 crore rupees. His nimble-footed approach has kept foreign players like Emerson, APC, Eaton at bay. Its domestic competitors are DP Power and PCI. So what has kept clients loyal to Numeric Power Systems? It is Chellappan's drive and passion to give customers business continuity through power continuity. His ability to combine quality with round-the-clock service to ward off cheaper imports from China and unorganized players in the business endeared him to his customers. He went about this whole exercise of quality and after-sales service in a very methodical and systematic manner. To start with, Chellappan invested 30 crore rupees to set up 6 state-of-the-art manufacturing plants in India and 1 in Colombo, Sri Lanka for UPS manufacturing and for extensive backward integration. The first UPS plant was set up in 1993 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. All inputs to make the final product, from sheet metal enclosures, powder coatings, magnetic inputs like transformers, to control and power electronics like printed circuit boards, were made in-house. On the other front, the company tied up with the best battery manufacturer in the world, Panasonic of Japan. The company not only sourced all its battery requirements, but also became its distributor in India. Besides beefing up manufacturing units, tying up with Panasonic, Numeric parallelly set up sales and service networks across 258 locations in the country, manned by a strong 2,000 people workforce. So effectively, Chellappan left no stones unturned to delight the customers.
UPS means power continuity means uptime to the customer, that is business continuity. No business runs without any UPS, computers, and then in fact the UPS systems. So what our focus is, our products which we supply to our customers has the highest uptime, meaning trouble-free operation. So we are not just supplying the products alone, or we are not just the box pushers. We are involved in providing highest continuity of power to the customers, and then they get this business continuity and they become the satisfied customer for a long time.
With most banking and financial service companies as its clients, along with ATM makers NCR and AGS India, Numeric went on to capture 80% of the ATM market.
You know, ATM is a kind of 24/7 operations, and we need to respond to any fault within 2 hours and make sure that it is rectified and made operational. UPS being one of the integral part of the whole ATM operation, maintaining that kind of a service level agreement for an UPS vendor is a critical requirement, and we found that Numeric has that kind of ability to maintain the resilience. They understand the business and they have been there in this business for quite some time.
Besides, it also ensured that the client got a complete range of products. It has tied up with world-class international OEM players to make available 4,000 kilovolt amperes high bandwidth UPS systems, and thus supply to its customers the entire range of UPS systems from the range of 500 kilovolt amperes to 4,000 kilovolt amperes. Having established its base in India, the company is now spreading its wings to capture overseas markets. Not content to sit on his laurels, Chellappan is now betting big time on solar power. All numeric range UPS systems are designed to work in solar power input using a numeric solar charge controller and an intelligent interface controller. Looks like Chellappan is firing on all cylinders. So how does the future hold out for numeric power systems in these ever-changing times? We find out from founder-promoter Mr. Chellappan, but after a short break.
Welcome to the future of business news.